All right, so picture this. Your family comes over and your cousin wants to join the Wi-Fi network. They get on their phone, they click on the Wi-Fi network, and immediately on your iPhone, it asks for permission for your cousin to join. You hit OK, and they're automatically on the network without having to type a single letter. These are one of the few features that I believe makes the iPhone, that gives the iPhone a lot better value than an Android. The smartphone is the greatest tool that we use, the single greatest tool that we use in the modern day today. So what better way to consider and determine which is better by determining what the value is for both. First thing I'm going to talk about is integration. Integration is gaining traction among the tech industry and it will continue to gain momentum. There's a few different aspects of integration that I want to talk about today. And the first one is things like location-based reminders. So you can set up reminders and notifications like a grocery list for yourself, and as soon as you get to a said market, your phone will remind you of the grocery list as well as other things that you may need to buy that you have set up for yourself. And another aspect of integration, there's iCloud. So the ability of the device to be able to sync multiple devices together. So if you have an iPhone or a computer, let's say you take a picture on your phone, it's automatically on your computer. If you're working on a document on your computer, it's on your phone already. And when you're editing it on your phone, it's automatically edited on the computer. All of that without needing any third-party applications. There's also automatic backup with iCloud, where every night when you go to sleep, as long as there's sufficient space and if it's on Wi-Fi, it'll back up everything. So that way, if anything ever happens to your device, you can rest assured that at least your information is safe. And then there's a hardware-software integration. The fact that all the parts are designed by one company, both the physical components as well as the operating system. If you think about it, with Android is designed by Google, as well as the physical components designed by numerous companies like LG, Samsung, and individual parts within those devices are from individual companies as well. To give an example why this is superior is with Apple cameras, Apple has actually had the same camera since iPhone 6s all the way to iPhone 14. It's a 12 megapixel camera unless you get the iPhone 14 Pro, 48 megapixel. But most would agree that throughout the years, the image quality has gotten better. So if the camera has been the same, how did the image quality get better? Well, with the advancement in the computer and computer processed imaging, these images were able to get better, and all of that is due to hardware-software integration. It all being designed by one company, so that way the physical parts work well with each other as well as the operating system itself. The next topic is privacy and security. Nowadays, we are uploading more information than we have ever before, and who knows, who has access to that. How is it protected? With Apple, your iMessage is encrypted, meaning your cellular carriers have no idea what information, what text you're sending. They don't have the ability to read that, and Apple themselves don't have the ability to read that because when it's encrypted, everything is jumbled up. Backups are encrypted. So, same thing, all the information that you load up to iCloud, Apple does not have the ability to be able to look at that. And there's no data mining. So, for instance, if you use Samsungs and Androids, or Android specifically as well as Windows, they will track every single movement, every activity you do, people that you talk to. And that's part of the reason why Siri does give slightly less of in-depth results than Alexa or Google does. Because Apple gives so much priority to privacy that they would rather take a little bit of a hit on search results while protecting your integrity and privacy. And then the next factor is the company being eco-friendly. Apple has a huge commitment to being good for the environment. They say we want to leave the world better than we found it. Interesting fact is that the entire company runs on 100% renewable energy on every location. So in cases like malls where they don't have solar panels, Apple actually has solar farms where they donate electricity, so that way they are net neutral with renewable energy. Another interesting fact is that Apple is huge on recycled material. All accessories are made out of 100% recycled material. There's no PVC plastic used, which is terrible for chemical waste and natural life. And 20% of all materials last year were recycled material, which is the highest ever recycled content in electronics. And due to that, not using PVC and taking the right steps to be eco-friendly, the devices, can have issues. So, for instance, like accessories, you might notice a tearing here and there, and that's why things like warranty come into play. With Apple, all products come with a year warranty, and you have the option to extend it by up to 5 years. And the benefit of that is, let's say your cable, breaks down, you can bring it in, replace it as many times as you want. If your battery is draining or if your display is having unresponsiveness, camera's not working, you can take it to the Apple store because it's under warranty, everything is free. If you have an Android phone and you have a problem, you generally go to Best Buy or your carrier. And those companies, their modus operandi is not to fix and prolong your devices, it's to sell you new ones. And so to have the ability and an outlet to be able to go into a store and to be able to get authentic repair and service process is huge as well too. In conclusion, I do believe that the iPhone will give you a better value, and I do suggest I would recommend that be your next purchase when you decide to pick your next smartphone.